Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to a new era. It wasn't too long since your last reading now. I feel I'm a little bit more back on track here. So let's just dive right into your reading. We're going to go with an overall energy here to start with, and then just go deeper and deeper into the message, into the energy. And you're going to have plenty of time to figure out whether this is your reading or not, to then decide if you want to come to the extension where we're going to go even deeper. So Pisces, for basically the month of November, but we have like about another week for October as well. So October, November, somewhere there, 2021. Pisces, what's going on for you? They flip, but it doesn't really want to come out, so I just want to show you sensuality. Sensuality is in the background. There's somebody lifting the veil. The veil is getting thinner. Rainbow energy, messages coming in. Not too much time on that, I feel. What is coming out for Pisces, please? There you go, and you get 3 cards. Wow. Letting go, Dragon, and Archangel Gabriel. With these gorgeous images. Letting go. A lot of transformation with all those butterflies. With the Dragon, discover your courage. Move forward with your courage here. There's something... Did you have this last time? Maybe you did. It almost looks like it's snowing out here. I know it's not snowing. It's raining. It's like light, like fluffy rain. But it almost looks like snow. Getting closer. Have a beanie on because I'm a little bit cold here today. Yeah, the Dragon. Moving forward, there's a lot of, I see creating a lot of waves. Are you creating waves? I saw this awesome post. Don't be afraid to like be authentically you, creating waves as you're sharing your truth. The moon does it all the time. Wasn't that funny? There's something about you creating waves. And Archangel Gabriel, that for me shows up whenever your inner child needs protection, your inner child needs sort of guidance or a little bit of guardianness around you in order for you to fully sort of step out of yourself and just be more curious and more adventurous and more like it's okay for you to come out and play, or it can be it's that you feel like your children needs protection, like your children here on planet Earth or your children actually even on the other side. So let's see what this is about. We're starting with if I have like these cards, these 2 cards, first cards, letting go and Dragon right next to each other. It feels like there's a like first we were sorry for taking a little bit of time here. Just wanted them completely next to each other like they showed up here on the table, because it sort of told a story that like this one going that direction and the Dragon going in a completely different direction. It just feels like whatever you try to let go, whenever you're letting go of something, once you let go, I see it as a balloon. I don't know why I picture it as a balloon today. But picture like whatever it is that you're trying to let go, whatever it is that you want to let go, or whatever it is that you are letting go of as we speak. Like picture it being like, I see a red balloon. Pick whatever color, pick something else, pick a trash can, pick whatever you want. This is just the vision that I'm getting here today. Like you have a red balloon, and the balloon itself is the very thing that you're trying to let go of, or the balloon can contain, it's like you put inside of the balloon whatever it is they want to let go of. It's like you blew up the balloon to this is a large balloon, and you don't tie it up, you just hold it like at the end, and then whatever that is, you just sort of let it go and just see it spiraling away, how it just disappears. And it disappears. It doesn't come back. It doesn't. And if it's arguing a little bit with you, you can just blow that thing up again, put it in there and just release it. And you might have to do that a couple of times in order for it to like release. And it's also about your safety and feeling secure once you let go of stuff, so that we don't let go too fast. If we feel like we're not ready to let go of something, however logical it seems to want to let go of something, like how logical it seems to not keep it around or not like have it stay. It doesn't matter how logical it is. It doesn't matter how very, very like it just, the very much logical thing to do is to let it go, and then still it sort of sticks around. It just means that your energy or your control, your fear of losing control, is just wants in on it, just wants to feel like you're not going completely crazy here, and that we're not completely letting go of stuff that we a minute ago felt like, well, a minute ago I was this, I knew how to deal with this, and now you're just asking me to just fully, like in one balloon ride, we're just gonna let it go. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm asking. And so you're gonna keep that balloon around, whether that is like you're seeing it swirling it away, but then it sort of drops down and just a little sack of balloon that is sort of then remaining, sort of maybe falls down as you see it, like on the floor or something, like still there. If it's not for you to just pick it up and just throw it out, so that it's not in your like, so that you don't see it anymore, then it's gone. Then trust that it's gone. But if it keeps coming back, try a couple of times to release it. And if it sort of doesn't want to, just start over again tomorrow. That is just your system, your need for control, or your it's just for you to feel secure, that you don't go completely bonkers and you just let go of something and then it's like, oh man, Pisces, what are you doing? I'm not in control anymore. So there's something you were letting go of, and as you let go of this on this side, like of this balloon, there's a grand transformation with all of these butterflies, which for me talks about grand transformation. We're letting it go, and so therefore we're transforming something, and it's almost like I want to, once I'm like, I'm detaching this, once we're letting go, it's like we're moving in a completely different direction. There's something, whether that is a job, whether it's a person, like a relationship, whether that is a friendship, a belief system, something that you're doing in your everyday, like something you're waking up and you're doing something every day, whatever it is that you need to release. Once you have released that, a complete different direction can take place. And as you do, you're creating waves. Like there's something here today that, so maybe that's quite upsetting for some. Like there's this complete change. You're letting go of something, and because you let go of it, it can just be, it doesn't have to be, put whatever it feels like it is for you. I'm trying to say as many things as I can, but then you'll always leave out one or two, and then you're like, well, it's not for me. So just use your fantasy and like feel, what is this about for you? So I'm just going to give one example, and that is like, if you let go of any type of fear, if you've been living in fear, and who are not, like I think every single person on this planet, some way, somehow is living in some type of fear, and fear of whatever. It's cool to say that you're not fearful as long as everything is organized, but once you are out of relationship, out of money, out of somewhere to live, out of, once you're sort of protected and guarded and have everything in order, it's easy to say, I'm not in fear. But once you're in that abusive relationship, or once you're in, then how are you doing? So there's something about releasing fear. Sorry, there's something about, like, as an analogy, once you release fear, or once you release or let go of whatever it is, just imagine have been living in fear, and like a little balloon ride, you just let that go. It just swirls away like that, and it's gone. And imagine what's going to take place instead. Like this dragon is just going to come out of you, just be... I just feel like I want to take more room. I want to take up more room. I am someone. I am somebody to, like, you can count on me. Do you have an opinion? You betcha I have an opinion. Well, a minute ago you didn't. No, I know. And that's because I was in fear. But, like a little balloon ride, I let it go. And now I'm stepping into this dragon situation. And that, for others then, can cause waves. It can even cause waves for yourself. However, I don't know how that sounds, but it's like, did I really do that? Like, did I really, like, did I really, is this really me? Yeah, I feel like whatever you weren't letting go of was keeping you a little bit boxed in. And you were never that Pisces that were a little bit boxed in. You try that version of you, but then you realize once you let go of the box that held you in, whether it be person, job, fear, situation, belief system, whatever that was, once that is let go, the Pisces dragon comes out. It's going to create waves for people around you because at first they're not going to recognize you. Like, an expression in Swedish, it's quite in your face one is like a dryg, I would say in Swedish, like, vart fick du luften ifrån? Which translates, where did you get air from? How do you learn how to breathe all of a sudden? And it's a little bit like you're just coming into your cocky, like you're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to be, I don't know. It's so weird because it's not like, I'm trying to say like it's not going to, like you're going to be messed around with, but this Pisces, this Pisces nation, this Pisces collective that I feel is drawn to my channel, I don't feel like you're the type of person that's being bossed around to begin with. You're quite like if a person would observe you from the outside, they would say that this Pisces is they know who they are. They're like the Empress, like they're very much like they know who they are. They have confidence and they're speaking their truth. But somewhere deep down, there's this insecurity about Pisces that this final little thing, it might not be little, it might feel huge to you, but this final thing that you're learning to let go of, like I said, you don't let go of this in one what is the expression? One fell swoop? You don't say one swell swoop. No. One swell swoop. One fell swoop. Like you just don't on a whim, like on a dime or on a like just 180. You just don't do that. That's why the balloon probably keeps coming back a little bit. But once it's gone, the Pisces dragon comes out and like the moon, you're creating waves. That's why, and I feel more now, but when I've gotten a little bit into the energy, what this is about, I feel now when Gabriel, Gabriel is the new angel. No, it's not. Archangel Gabriel. When you try to say that together, it's Gabriel. I feel with this energy that, okay, so oh my God. Archangel Gabriel, why is that so hard to say? Is there for you. They're there for you. This inner child, this protected inner child that has, every once in a while, I feel like it's like I'm feeling today here. I'm feeling like 1 minute I'm introverted and 1 minute I'm very theatrical. 1 minute I'm like a little bit boxed in again, and the next one is like I feel a little bit, I don't know, schizophrenic is too big, but it's like I'm releasing myself out there, but then I'm not. But then I'm releasing myself out there, but then I'm not. So there's a little bit of a mixed energy here. So I can understand as you're letting go of this, and I'm saying like you're gonna create waves with this, like being completely the authentic Pisces that you are is gonna create waves for others, but it's also going to create waves for yourself. It's almost like you're not recognizing yourself in the beginning. Although this is the most you've ever been, because this is the most authentic Pisces that we've ever stepped into, it's still new. It's still new to you. And so Archangel Gabriel comes in to say, I got you. I got this inner child. It's safe to come out and play. It's safe to come out and be curious, adventurous, and I was starting to say before that it feels like we've seen, like as a collective, we've seen Pisces come out and shine and glimmer and having like glimpses of things. Like I'm getting into the artistic arena. Like if there's like writing of a book, writing of a song, writing of a poem, writing of a painting of a picture, whatever that is, it's like, okay, so every 5 years I'm gonna sort of write a song, or every 5 years there's the painting again. Every 5 years Pisces like opens up and shows that awesome creative side of them, and then it's like you're going back to the not natural but normal state that you're usually in. And it can be a little bit scary to sort of release all that creative power all at once. So that means it's going to create waves even for yourself. Very interesting beginning here. Can we just have a little bit more about this whole situation here for Pisces, please? So it's interesting that we have by the book, like there's an actual book there, like every 5 years they come out and written a book. So with this card here today, with this energy, with the energy coming, if we were standing alone, I probably would have gotten a different message. But with this energy coming before it, I just feel like, okay, so up until this point, you have been following the rules. And maybe that's probably what has made you feel a little bit claustrophobic at times and a little bit rebellious at times. I'm even getting for some, this is not going to be for all, but I'm getting for some, even been the black sheep. Like, can you just stand in line and do what everybody else is doing? Like, why do you have to create such waves? Why do you have to be like the moon? You know, it's like... And I feel like you tried your very, very best to actually stand in line and be in line and like don't color too much outside the lines. Like don't color inside. Color inside the box, and you're gonna be fine. And I feel like this is it. Like from here on out, you're not gonna follow so much in line anymore. And I love that we have number, like numerology wise, we have number 11 here on the same card, which is all about stepping through, like having an idea, having a creative vision, having fantasies about what you want to do, and at the same time it being a portal, 1-1, that you're stepping through this portal to this new place, this newfound place within inside of you. We're blurring the lines here now. Do you see how we have like, it's very like patterned. It's very patterned before, and now it's getting very blurry. Like it's just one big sand pit. I'm going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find. If you're interested in like getting to know more about this, if you feel like, yeah, this is me and I want to know more, you're so welcome to the extension. The link to that is in the description box down below. Did I tell you about buy me a coffee? I still haven't figured out who the person is, or maybe they just don't want to come forward and say who they are, then that is completely fine. But it was this awesome, beautiful soul that recommended this buy me a coffee place, this donation place to me. And I just love everything about it. And I kept talking about this place. And you've been so very kind to go in there and donate. And I really, really appreciate it. But I still want to really get to the person who recommended it to me. So if you want to give me a shout out, please do. I love everything about it, like I said. And the extension, the Vimeo extension, once the Buy Me a Coffee place has the means to, I will move my whole thing to Buy Me a Coffee. So it really has changed a lot for me. So I'm so grateful. So that is also the link if you want to check that out if you haven't already. It's also in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces.